Do you have your driver's license? No, you're...
No, I'm 15, so.
Permit?
Nope.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay, rock and roll.
All right, then.
My name is Jackson Smith. I am 15 years old, and I'm currently living in Park City, Utah. And I have just bought my first car.
Real quick interruption. Originally with this build, you know, we had a vision and things go wrong. They do, and it did. You know, COVID hit, we were struggling to get inventory. We still were determined to build a cool car. It just didn't happen in the exact way we wanted it to. Now with that said, I'll leave you guys alone. Enjoy the video.
I've actually been looking into cars for a little while now. And I was looking into Subaru Outbacks, Foresters at one point. I was looking at Jeeps for a little while. And, you know, these cars were cool and all, but, you know, it wasn't really what I was going for. Then I stumbled upon a dirt cheap Subaru Impreza and I decided to buy it. I did some basic, you know, okay, here's what you want to look for in a car. Does it have wheels? Does it have a steering wheel? Does it have, you know, windshield wipers? The usual stuff. I just researched to figure out like if other people have had good experiences with Subarus, and quite frankly, I haven't found very many bad things. A little while ago, in fact, I was scrolling on YouTube, and I found RallySport Direct's YouTube channel, and I found Rick. And I was really interested with his videos. So I actually emailed him and I went, hey, you know, this is my first car. I want to make sure that I didn't grab a scrapper. Is there a possibility you could help me out with this? And about half a day later, he emailed me back and goes, yeah, absolutely, come on down. I hope to make sure the fact that I didn't buy a junker. Prior to this, I bought it sight unseen, which was a dumb idea, huh?
So yeah, Jackson reached out to me, and I actually like the idea of, you know, kind of helping this kid transform this car into, you know, something that would actually be cool. You know, I mean, really, that's kind of why I took on this project is, you know, he was so enthusiastic about it. And it's not something I guess I would normally do, but I was just like, yeah, you know what? We don't have many cars here right now with the COVID stuff all going on. And so something like this is just kind of a, you know, right place at the right time. These parts aren't in as high of demand as, say, like your 08 Plus. And so we're more likely to be able to build the car the way we want it right now, which is kind of sad to say, but, you know, that's just the state of the world. A lot of things are just hard to get. Basically, I'm hoping that we are able to get this done in time for his 16th birthday, assuming that COVID doesn't completely screw that over. But in my opinion, this is kind of the right way if somebody wants to get into cars or somebody wants to start a project car, especially if they don't have a ton of money. This is the way to do it. You go buy a cheap Impreza. They're essentially like Legos, and you know, you just want to make sure that everything checks out. You know, check the frame rails, you know, check the actual body of the car, the chassis, and make sure that everything's, you know, good in that sense. The car's structurally sound. And then if it runs and drives, of course, that's always going to be a plus. So, you know, we looked it over, and I mean, nothing stood out to me that's like critical, right? That it needs a good cleaning, both inside and out. You know, something I'll do with any vehicle when I'm looking at, of course, go for a test drive. You know, I mean, I didn't really like stretch its legs, and I can later on, I guess, if I need to, but, you know, just kind of cruising around. Brakes, that is a big one. Like when you would push on the brake pedal, you'd kind of like feel the pulsing. Yeah. Suspension, I mean, in my personal opinion, going through doing all the bushings, you know, struts and springs or coilovers or whatever he wants to go with. But overall, it's not too bad. You know, the shifter linkage feels loose, and like nothing on this thing is going to be hard. It's just a lot of little things. I mean, just your normal stuff. I mean, we're just gonna, you know, kind of go down the normal mod list. Which actually is, you know, kind of the way to do it, I guess. You know, you just start fixing things that need to be fixed, and while you're fixing it, make it better.
Yeah, I absolutely think I'm happy with my purchase. I was very worried about it being unsafe and being just an absolute mess. After we checked it over, after we did the driving test.
It seems like what you want with this car, like replacing this, I mean, the suspension's like, you know, it's just showing its age, it's old, and you know, getting rid of the ugly factory brakes, going better brakes, you know, so like everything that we've noticed that's a problem with this car is going to be upgraded anyway, so it's like not a big deal.
Gotcha.
So anyway, good job. Okay.
Perfect.
You know, ultimately the decision is going to be his on what we do.
I would love to make a really good looking car. I want to be kind of the talk of the school and going, oh yeah, dude, that car is awesome. So it's not, of course, the biggest thing for me, because I think safety is definitely the biggest thing for me, but I also don't want a car that looks like it's from, you know, the 1800s.
I'm hoping that, you know, once we get done with this and, you know, it is to, I guess, kind of what he envisioned in his head, ultimately, you know, when he leaves here and he can just drive it home and drive it, that it is something that he's excited about, and we want to show you guys that you can make a GD that's, you know, seen better days, nice, without, you know, blowing $100,000, which is pretty easy to do. So should be a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm just excited. That's all.
I actually like Carbon Fiber's design.